Ayurveda is a science that we have heard and known for over 5,000 years. Master Bijonaya, founder behind Kaleri. What is actually Ayurveda?
Ayurveda ultimately it's a lifestyle.
Is it a written medicine?
Particularly like Ayurveda or Kaleri, this kind of.
Welcome to the Daily Dose. I'm Dr. Tanya, doctor, skincare formulator, founder, and someone who has made enough mistakes in business and real life to actually have something worth saying. We talk about the real stuff, your hormones, your gut health, inflammation, and why ancient medicine understood things that modern science is just only catching up to. Let's get into it. I feel completely blessed and I feel so relaxed in this place where I'm sitting right now, and I'm joined by one of the very calm and very humble yet very knowledgeable person that I know. That's meet Master Bijonaya, who is the visionary, the founder behind Kaleri and Ayurveda Centre here in South Brisbane. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Ayurveda is a science that we have heard and known for over 5,000 years. But what is actually Ayurveda?
See, Ayurveda ultimately it's a lifestyle. We can see in two different ways. One is you can follow as a lifestyle. Second thing, you can depend on as a medicine system. So two approaches there. But personally, what I say is if you live Ayurvedically, you will be away from the doctor, in simply. Because Ayurveda is focused on, Ayurveda has many principles. Ayurveda's main principle is aroga, which means complete health. So it has a few tripods in there. And one of the main thing we encourage or follow, it's called Ahara, Vihara, Aushadhi, which means first is Ahara, which means the food. Or eat what you needed, not what you like to eat it. So eat according to your constitution. That is called Ahara, which is the proper food. Second thing is called Vihara. Vihara means physical activities. Kaleri is a very good physical activity, yoga or dance or other fitness programs, which is your for physical, muscular, blood circulatory movements. You need that, Vihara, which is physical activities. Third thing is called Aushadhi. Aushadhi means supplement. Sometimes from our diet, our own, wherever we live, that diet we follow may not enough get the nutrients. So obviously you have to depend some supplements to back up. So these three things, which is when we add the supplements also, you are complete in a balanced way. So Ahara, Vihara, Aushadhi. When you follow balanced way, your health will be sustained. One of the main thing we say, when you follow Ayurvedic lifestyle, you are your own doctor, because you will realize what are the ups and downs happen within yourself, physically and mentally and emotionally. So you can change your lifestyle according to what is ups and downs. So you have to learn these basic things, which is Ahara, Vihara, and Aushadhi, and you can implement yourself. That is why Ayurveda is your own lifestyle, which everyone can follow.
Wonderful. It's so well put. So what you're saying, it's like music to my ears as a doctor. So you are what you eat. So what you eat is so important, what you put into your body. Secondly, your movement, your exercise, that could be yoga, Kaleri, or anything that you do in your daily life. And thirdly, it's about the medicine, the prevention. So Ayurveda to you is a philosophy, it's a lifestyle, and it's a balance of it all. That's so well put. Why is Ayurveda being so popular now? It's been passed down for maybe like 5,000 years, if I'm not wrong. So how is it still so relevant? And why is it still practiced with such precision?
One of the main reason I notice, older generation, when we look back, older generation, before this, we can say this computer world, before it, came up, everyone were living Ayurvedically. because what you eat from your own garden, it's an Ayurvedic food. There is no pesticides, there's no chemicals. You are doing your farming or whatever physical things is, maybe work related or exercise. Naturally, the physical exercise, the Vihara is, you will get it. And Aushadhi, you will see maybe, one of the main thing when we come into the Aushadhi, which is a herbal medicines, your kitchen is a pharmacy. Everyone knows that. So you will get most of the remedy from your kitchen. So this was our natural life for a long time. But when this computer lifestyle comes, our lifestyle change, and obviously we stay, our track is changed. We go into the different type of lifestyle. Then our problems become more. For an example, obesity develops. Stress is one of the biggest problem people seeing this suffering with these days. Many other autoimmune conditions. There are many ailments is developing because of lifestyle is a problem. When the lifestyle change, all this can be sorted out. So Ayurveda is a lifestyle. If you live Ayurvedically, you feel physically and mentally blessed. So that is the importance. You need to follow Ayurveda all the time. And nowadays people realizing when you live Ayurvedically or when you live with the nature, the health is there. When you stay away, when you keep the Ayurveda away, your health will be, under trouble. So that is important. And people are realizing now the importance of Ayurveda because of this kind of lifestyle, and they are coming back to follow the tradition.
So right, because we lose the connection that we have with our own garden, with our own food, with what suits us as a human being, which is so connected to where we are living and the fruit and food that's available seasonally in that particular place. And that helps with our genetic, it suits our genetic system and makeup. The facts and evidence of Ayurveda that we know now, which goes back to over 5,000 years. And like Egypt I've been to recently, has also got strong beliefs and practices that's been there for over 5,000 years. Do we have anything written about Ayurvedic practices? How do we know that what we're using now, it was in its original form? Is it a written medicine, or has it been passed down from generations to generation?
Particularly like Ayurveda or Kaleri, this kind of ancient knowledge is transformed mainly through the manuscripts. Second thing is orally, generally from guru to disciple or parents to the kids. So generation wise it's transformed. Also there are many books are written which is Ayurveda based on Ashtanga Hridayam, Charaka Samhita, Sahasra Yogam. These are ancient texts, thousands of years ago it's written. So it's still we following that, and previously it was written in Sanskrit. Now it is available in every language in the whole world. Those what are the rishis or our ancestors is discovered and they're written in the books. So that is we are still following, and it's still very effective. This is something about our fundamental, this is who we are. So because it's Ayurveda based on the 5 elements, your body is created about 5 elements, from the 5 elements.
Can you tell what are they?
Definitely. So yeah, definitely. So 5 elements, start with the earth and the water and the fire and the air and the space. So you comes from the 5 elements and you're nourished with the 5 elements. You're going back to 5 elements. So this fundamental, born, live, die. It's not a die. It's like a rebirth. So this cycle, once you realize, once you understand, you can live Ayurvedically. This is the fundamental thing is based on Ayurveda, and the rishis, the ancestors is explained very well how this can affect in our body changes, and how you can realize when there is, as you said, there is seasonal changes can change our mind and the body. And when the season change, our body can change as well. For an example, on a winter time or a cold time, I have a lot of patients who come with the arthritis. So arthritis is one of the condition aggravate during the winter time. So that is a connection between the season to the body. So then you have to change your diet plan. So you have to focus more into warming food, always drink a warm water, and more focus on more cooked food, avoid all the cold and dry foods. So that kind of changes you can implement yourself. You don't need to go to see a doctor if you learn these fundamental things from your lifestyle. So this can implement yourself and prevention can happen. So Ayurveda is about prevention. It is about cure as well, but prevention is the first thing. Once you learn and practice, prevention will come naturally.
Yeah,
So,
that's great, because it's all about awareness of your body
yes.
and awareness of what's happening around you, like all the seasons and what impact that has on your system particularly.
Correct.
So you mentioned about supplements and things.
Yes.
Somewhere. Is there a particular supplement that people could be taking during wintertime or summertime? Or would you recommend any?
I will suggest one of the best of the best remedy. It's called Tulsi tea. So,
I love this because
really?
okay, like my whole product range that I have is based on Tulsi.
Okay,
I mean, I can vouch for the fact that like this is completely unscripted. We have not discussed. You don't know.
No idea what you're going to ask.
Yeah,
No idea.
yeah. So like our whole product line is based on Tulsi.
Right,
so yeah,
right.
continue.
Okay.
Love to hear that.
So see, Tulsi is one of the best, antibiotic we can say, and it's antiseptic. It's a best immune booster, I will say. There are so many varieties of Tulsi, but I suggest mainly the Krishna Tulsi, which is a holy basil. It's a purple one. The best way to take it, just pick a few leaves, put it into a teacup, add a boiled water, let them 3-4 minutes. Then you will see a light green color comes out of it. And that's the tea. If you like to add the flavor as a honey, just a little bit honey when it's a bit cooled down, and bring that at least once a day, your sickness will be out of your gate. So this is one of the best methods I follow, particularly the COVID time. During the COVID, this is one of the best things I wanted to tell everyone, because during the COVID time, I was seeing so many patients. A lot of people comes with some of them, with the different conditions. Some of them even has a COVID, but we cannot say you're COVID, you stay back. So they are coming with their problems. I'm happy to help them. So this is kind of work on me like a shield. I never got a COVID during all the time. So it was one of the divine herb, and it's a magic herb. Everyone should grow at least one plant at home. And just this is one of the simple Ayurvedic lifestyle you can start with. And there are many, I'll come up into that. But this is one of the best remedy, and you can use this in every season for any bodies. I mean, like there are different type of constitutions. So as you said before, there's a Vata, Pitta, Kapha body, which is a combination of 5 elements. So any body types can use these. There is no restrictions. There is no restriction on the dose as well. You can even have 10 cups every day, not a problem. And throughout the seasons, 365 days, you can have it, and it will protect you like a shield from many of the ailments.
So it's an adaptogenic herb. Tulsi is an adaptogenic herb. It's got antioxidant properties, anti-inflammatory properties.
Yes.
It can be used in different forms. All part of the plant can be used, from the root to the flowers.
Correct.
It can be used for infused as oil for your scalp. It can be used for your skin, breakout management, so many different benefit for one simple herb, which was grown, and you can see it grown everywhere like a weed. It's not difficult and complicated to grow it.
Yes.
So Tulsi, which is holy basil, is what we are talking about.
Yes, correct. Yeah. It's a magic herb. It is a divine herb. It is a protector. It's a
goddess.
It is goddess.
To it.
Definitely, it's a goddess. Only thing is, you have to see that way. There is one little things. If you look after Tulsi will look after you. If you just don't put, if you put somewhere else in your backyard somewhere, it will die. So if you look after, if you, just go to them, talk to them. That is one of the main method. When I wake up every morning, I have a little small garden here. I talk to Tulsi. I talk to Vettila, which is a bitter leaf. I have many other herbal plants. Particularly, I just go next to the Tulsi and then I talk and then I water. Just pick any bugs or anything there. So it feel like I'm looking after, and then they flourish very well. Then I pick some of the leaf. The plant look after me.
Yeah.
This is kind of like a give and take connection. That is only my suggestion. When you use Tulsi, look after like that. It will look
This
after
is
you.
music to my ear. It's the herb that
Yes.
I've fallen in love with. It's a
Yeah.
it's a goddess. Yeah. So moving on from Tulsi, because I think we both are equally passionate about holy basil, which is Tulsi,
Yeah, true.
and we worship it back home in Kerala. Like we go around it, we water it, we offer.
Yes.
We pray, we lit the lamp. This is
Sure.
just all part of a system. And when we our souls depart from our body, it's the final water that's given is the Tulsi water, which is a holy basil
That's right.
infused water. Again, it's
Correct.
before you get moksha, which is the
Yes.
ultimate unity between the soul to the God Almighty.
Spiritual way.
It's a spiritual way.
Correct.
You touched about the body types.
Yeah.
You may have heard and some others may not have. Maybe just in your own language, quickly, can you explain what the 3 body types are?
3 body types are Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, which is a combination of 5 elements, which is earth and the water and the fire and the air and the space. These 5 elements the combination of these 5 elements, not all, some of it is come into the Tridosha.
Yeah.
When we say Vata, which is a combination of air and the space, and then the Pitta, which is fire element, and then the Kapha element, which is earth and the water. For an example, we can look at one of the body type. If they are very lean, if their hair is very thin, if their nail is very brittle, if their skin is quite dry, if the joints are a bit, cracky, squeaky, if their mobility is very, very rigid, naturally they are a Vata person. That is how we can identify it.
Can you tell me what my body type would be? I'll put you on the spot.
You look like a Tridosha person.
Balanced.
Balanced.
I like that. Thank
you. Tridosha is fundamental, and then the combination of Tridosha as well. The thing is, everyone has this Tridosha. The proportion will be different. So, for an example, out of 100, Vata 33.333, Pitta 33.333, Kapha 33.333. That is called Tridosha. So if your constitutions are equal, you are equilibrium. Okay, you're balanced person. But some people's Vata will be high. Instead of that 33, it may go 60 or 70. Then their Kapha will be lower and the Pitta will be lower, maybe 20 and 30 it's only. So that is how the imbalance comes.
That is what we hear about, your body balance.
Correct.
Off. And then Ayurveda, you have to fix the doshas.
Correct.
Now
Correct.
I understand.
Correct. So arogya or aroga means the balance of the Tridosha. It's like a seesaw.
Yeah.
So Vata is one side, Kapha is one side, and Pitta is the second side in the middle. Pitta is the fire. Fire is the one control the both. So Pitta means one of the fire is Jadaragni. Jadaragni means our digestive fire, the core fire, which controls our body function. When this burn properly, your digestion is proper, your elimination is proper, your function is proper. So both is equally balanced. If the fire is low, naturally your kapha, the water and earth element become higher. So what you need to do, you need to increase your fire. Then the water and air will be dropped. Then the where the vata is low, it will rise. That is how it is. Yes. At the same time, if the fire is too much, your vata goes shoot up.
Yeah.
Then the kapha will be too low. So you need to be balanced like that.
Ah, I see.
So control the fire. Fire is the regulator.
The regulator.
Pitta is and Pitta is the one who control our digestion and elimination. So when you eat something consciously, when you eat, Pitta can bend properly.
Right.
Some people eat very late, or some people eat too much. Your Pitta is struggle. You can't digest properly. If your Pitta can't digest properly, naturally the food won't digest and you feel lethargy.
I see.
Because what you eat is accumulated in the stomach and you feel very drowsiness because it's overloaded. You just sleep like a python who eat the prey. so that is what before we said, eat consciously, which is the diet, Ahara, Vihara, Aushadhi. So when you eat consciously, you know how much you can eat it.
Yeah.
Then you can eat according to the Pitta and you can be balanced your 5 elements.
I see. For someone who has got no experience of any of this, have not heard how to balance it all, and who just wants to live healthily in Ayurvedic philosophy or the lifestyle, what would you suggest to them?
If someone is zero knowledge about it, definitely good to see a practitioner. So you will get some guidance, some understanding about it. And also, obviously, there is so many platforms we can learn about Ayurveda. But there is few lifestyle which I can recommend. Anybody can follow this. So one of the thing I mentioned, the Tulsi tea is one of the best one. Other lifestyle I strongly recommend is called the Abhyanga. So in Malayalam, in my mother tongue, it's a South Indian Kerala language, we call Enna Thechuguli. So generally, my mom or grandma, she used to do on me when I was little. So which is every day oil massage when I was a little, until about 5-6 years old. After that, I started myself. So every day oil massage whole body, just a 10-15 minutes massage the whole body. Then if you're a grown up, do any yoga or exercise if you know, or even do some gardening or maybe some kitchen duties, maybe vacuuming or anything. Leave the oil a little bit, then have a warm shower. This is one of the lifestyle I strongly suggest, and it is called Abhyanga. Abhyanga means self-oil application. And this is a process, it's a rejuvenative process, and it is a nourishment process, and it's an energizing process. So if you do this 6 weeks, which is a mandala, one cycle. So if you follow this 6 weeks, after 6 weeks, you feel like, if you miss one day, you feel like, oh my God, my day is gone. So you feel like you lost something because your body will be addicted into that. You feel like you can see the changes happens within you because it's a recharging process.
Yeah.
So Abhyanga is definitely one of the best lifestyle I suggest for everyone. Anybody can do it.
Wonderful.
Yes.
It's been a complete eye-opener for me, and also just reinforcing some of the things that I have learned and as a child growing up in Kerala that I've taken with me, because at the time I didn't realize I was living an Ayurvedic philosophy lifestyle, because of certain things that you do in your daily life that you've been taught, it's actually Ayurvedic philosophy and lifestyle. I'm very grateful for that. And it's been reinforced by what you're saying. Thank you so much for helping us by letting us into your beautiful facility. If anyone wants to visit, I think this is the place to be for Ayurveda. And, getting your consultation is like next level. And understanding you don't have to do too much to achieve that Ayurvedic lifestyle.
Sure.
And you mentioned quickly about you don't necessarily have to be living as a vegetarian or neither as a vegan to have a healthy lifestyle.
Correct.
If you just can conclude with that.
Yes, definitely. Because as you said, eat according to your body types, which is called Ahara. So for an example, some people need a non-veg. Then we will prescribe, okay, you have to have it because there is a condition called Dhatu Pushti, which means the nourishment of, our tissues.
Yeah.
When they're depleted, called a Dhatu Dosham. So when they're depleted, we have to uplift with a certain diet. For certain conditions, you can have a non-veg. Certain conditions, you should not have it as well. Because to balance it, you can eat what you needed. Again, don't eat with what you like it. Eat what you need. In other way, don't eat for your tongue, eat for your constitution.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. So I wish to do more chats and more discussion with yourself in future. So until then, stay tuned and watch Daily Dose. We'll be back.